First trip in the bag. I've done 14 miles. And she's running good so far, holding temps, no weird noises. Slight choppy idle, not much. It's a wide lobe turbo cam, so it's not going to be too rowdy. So yeah, gave it a wash. And it's busy, the street's busy. Anyways, let's go for a drive. So I haven't made any boost yet. It's I still got 87 in the tank. We got a little over a quarter tank. So we're just gonna do a couple of trips, burning off this 87, no boost, just making sure that it does normal car things first, and then we're gonna put some 94 in it. It should have only a 5-pound spring, so it's not like it needs 94, but because there's still going to be some residual 87 in there, we'll put 94. Yeah, so far it's louder than I thought it would be. Like, I had this exhaust on my VR6 turbo and it wasn't that loud, but I guess it's like the tone of VR6 is probably something to do with it. I don't know. I'm just gonna put some fan on. AC still works, which is sweet. Close this one up. Let's turn the AC on. Oh yeah. Roll up windows and AC, bruh. Yeah, right now I got a check engine light for the secondary O2, which is not connected, obviously. That's fine. Everything else seems to be okay for the first, 15 miles or so. Yeah, so far this turbo seems to, like I said, I haven't got into boost, but on the highway it really does respond very quickly. Like, it took a lot of work to be out of boost. Like cruising at 110 on the highway, like 110k kilometers an hour. So what is that, like 65 ish? The second you started to roll into it a little bit, you had it wanted to like get into boost right away. Now this is an O2J for a 2-liter 8-valve, the transmission O2J. It's the shortest ratio transmission that you can get in a Mark IV. Thought about trying to do like a TDI swap, but I figured I'll see how this is with the turbo. I think this is going to be really nice. There's going to be pros and cons in two different ways. one, it's going to be a little bit drony on the highway because it's louder than I thought it would be. And so it cruises at like 3,400 RPM on the highway, which is pretty high. So it's going to be sort of annoying. The upside is that it's going to have wicked response on the highway. So you could just be in fifth gear if you want to pass someone like half throttle. You're going to do it. So we're getting on the highway now. Temps, and so you can see we're just gonna, like, I'm just resting my foot on the pedal to maintain this speed, but you look at the boost gauge here, like that's just a little bit of throttle, like I think it's gonna be, with this RPM, I think it's going to be nice for snappiness. The thing is, it's just like long distance with it's not, you know, the most comfortable RPM. It would be nicer to have a taller fifth gear. So I think a transmission out of 1.8T would probably bring those RPMs down a couple hundred. So anyway, my phone's ringing. I gotta go. Okay, so it's been a couple days. I've been daily driving the Jetta, and so far no issues really. Just a few things that I have to refine. The catch can situation, I just have it sort of temporarily set up, and I gotta get a thing welded and to the intake pipe and everything, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So every once in a while you get a little bit of a smell. You see, I just have that clamp there going to the catch can, and then there's like no fitting, so I'm gonna get that welded and then get a fitting there, and then have a fitting welded there. So yeah, so far it's been okay. It does need another another resonator. It only has one muffler currently, so I have to do that. So I'll get that done. And I have been giving it more throttle. I don't know if you guys got to see it from the outside, but that's what it looks like right now. Still got to paint the grill. 18 by 8.5, 15 mil spacers in the back, 5 mil spacers in the front, and the fitment is pretty on point. So she ain't bad. A little bit of rubby dubby every now and then. So not too big of a deal. Not bad for a beater. But I'll show you what it's like when we hit the road. Like right now, the wastegate spring that's in it is pretty like weak. So it's a 3.5 pound spring. 3.5 pound spring, which is fine because we're still breaking everything in. The car currently has 250 miles on it. So at about 350, I think we'll call it broken in. It's not like I'm treating it super gentle, but I haven't gotten close to red line yet and stuff. So after that, I'll change it at 350 miles, so 500k, and yeah, and then I'll call it good, and we'll have to raise the boost somehow. I'm trying to find a spring, but it's sort of hard to find right now because that's an old school tile F38. So yeah, I have a little manual boost controller that I might get a few more pounds out of. So we'll see. But anyways, I'll just show you guys what it's like driving, and then we'll wrap this video up and call this good. So the next time you see the Jetta, we're just doing some minor things, and this gauge is crappy, man. You can hear like it under vacuum, it makes like little noises, like it leaks. So that's annoying. And I know it's a crappy gauge, and I got the gauge because it matches the cluster when everything's lit up. So, but either way. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's only 3.5 pounds. That's like 25% power increase on 115 horsepower or whatever. So you gotta figure like that 3.5 pounds is probably making like 160 horsepower, which is pretty weak. But